Episode 3 of Daredevil Born Again had an unfortunate ending. Hector, as White Tiger, is shot in the head as he hears a woman cry for help. We're meant to think that White Tiger is dead just after he was proven not guilty on all accounts from the trial. And it's unfortunate that the actor who portrays Hector/White Tiger has died from cancer. My heart does go out to his family because cancer sucks ass. That being said, what does it mean for the show and the character? If you've read any of the comics, you know that Hector's sister, Eva Ayala, takes up the mantle of White Tiger at some point, and I think that's what's going to happen here in the show. And I think that's going to spark something within Matt Murdock to not only wonder who's wearing the mask after he hears that White Tiger or Hector is dead, but to perhaps make him put his mask on again. I'm sure it'll also rile up something with Mayor Fisk, his kingpin, as he thinks that White Tiger was dead, the job was done because he paid someone to do it. And I've seen people online saying it was Frank Castle, but why would Frank Castle kill someone? You know, because you see the skull on the shirt and the chest, whatever sort of armor he was wearing. But if you know anything about Frank Castle, he'd never do anything like this because he despises Kingpin and has tried to take down and kill Kingpin multiple times in the comics. Plus, even look back to Punisher's own seasons or in season 2 of Daredevil on Netflix, where this doesn't fit his persona. Even if he was watching the trial or was privy to it somehow, he wouldn't go after White Tiger because, again, if you're not guilty, then why would Punisher go after you? Because he tends to go after criminals only. So who is or was this killer that killed White Tiger at the end? Well, it's most likely a dirty NYPD cop who was part of this group called the Punishment Squad. Who is the Punishment Squad? Well, they come from a 1980s short comic run, and they think that the Punisher's way of thinking and killing is right, which ultimately angers Frank Castle. And this in turn makes Frank Castle go after them, and I think for the show's sake, more deaths will occur, which makes Matt Murdock wonder if Frank is involved somehow. I think as more people potentially die, this will bring Frank out into the light and will lead to somewhat of a physical confrontation between Frank and Red, again, as he calls Daredevil. But time will tell, so let's see if they do anything good from here on out. You know, I think that they are struggling to bring in viewership, as there have been reports saying it's been worse than Agatha All Along and The Acolyte on Disney+, and that's not looking too good here for the rest of this season, which is only a third of the way done. You know, and even if this is true and they make the Punishment Squad a thing or try to make them view as a threat, even if they're paid by Mayor Fisk, and even if Frank Castle does come out, how many episodes will we see John Bernthal be in the show as the Punisher? Because if he doesn't come out until the end of this season, in like maybe the third act or the last 3 episodes, at what point will Matt Murdock suit up again and put on the cowl and fight him as Daredevil? Because we have seen some screenshots, some pictures on set where we see them fight, but again, where in the season does that happen? We haven't even seen Muse suit up yet, and I wonder at what point will Ava also put on the White Tiger, uniform and amulet. Maybe next episode, but there again, we have no idea when or what's going to happen. It's unfortunate, but for the sake of characters being completely eliminated here, we know that Hector is done and done because of the unfortunate death of the actor in real life. But with Foggy, that's something else that we don't know. It's said that he's coming back in season 2, which I don't like. It just kind of makes the whole beginning of this season feel like an utter waste of time. Drop a comment below about your thoughts and theories about this if you've been watching or if you've just been watching people's reviews or videos online here. If you like this theory of mine and want to help support the channel, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and I'll catch you here in the next video. Cheers.